Welcome to a game between turrentjake, and he starts with the ampbots, and he's facing off against TheWarning, starting with ampbots. So TheWarning requested this replay, and it looks like he's gonna start with a scout or a raider. I mean, ducks are the fastest unit the ampbots have, so yeah. It's a unit of choice, really, on a map like this. Archers, they need to surface the water, so it's also a thing you have to pay attention to, is how deep the water is, because like this, for example, in the middle, the duck is going to be over the surface of the water. That means, for example, like archers and other units, they can fire while moving, and boys and stuff. But here in the deeper water, archers need to raise up to fire, and boys. So it's an important thing to consider when you're doing engagements. And yeah. Yeah, and it's looked like the scouts is gonna come in here. I don't expect it to do anything, as there's a lot of ducks coming here. And yeah, you can see them kind of skirmishing against it. But they get it. So you're playing pretty defensively here with Urkins. I guess that's alright, but I mean, one Urkin might have been enough, but two, then you're pretty much safe against a lot of stuff. And it looks like you're gonna go for archers, and I guess they're good in the middle, but once you get trying to pass this area, it can be harder and more tricky to if they have to surface to fire. Yeah. There's also some rocks you can reclaim while you're passing by here. It's pretty good. It's 245 extra metal, especially if the commander's just walking by here. It's good it's good to just reclaim these rocks like that. Yeah. So you're both kinda even on expansion. I see you coming in again. Yeah, that's the thing, commanders can't attack underground units, so harassing them can be pretty effective, and you have to be careful to defend your commander. And yeah, your turrentjake is making an Urkin, so he feels kind of, excessive. Yeah, and you're gonna stay on archer, that's an interesting choice. If you're here, it's pretty deep here. So the archers will take quite a while to surface. So let's see him here. Ah, not that far. Oh, they even fly up in there a bit. Why is it? Oh, you're trying to retreat it. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, it can't fire underwater, so you can't retreat it against ducks in that sense. So let's see here what you do here. Yeah, but the archers seems fairly reliable still, even this. And they also have pretty good regen in the water, 25 health per second, that's a lot. Yeah, and here you're gonna try to retreat again, is it so? No, you're gonna stay here and focus fire now. Yeah, bunching it up is not a good idea. Yeah, those are really not good trades for turrentjake. Yeah. It's pretty bad. So yeah, I guess archers are decent still in this matchup. Even in water. The regen really helps. 25 health regen is a lot. And you get it all the time while you're doing the fighting, so yeah. Archer seems kind of decent. I'm still not too used to this matchup. And here comes this commander against your commander. You have a turret up already that should be able to fend him off, basically. Yeah, and building some more turrets while you're being engaged like this can be a pretty good idea, especially if you don't know how many like raiders or stuff the enemy has nearby. But yeah, you get it. And let's see here. Oh, you're running underwater and you're finally above the water. But you're running into two boys as well, so that's a bit of a waste. And now you're being chased by ducks. This is a hard position to be in with the archer because, yeah, you can't fire while underwater. But they surface recently fast anyway. Engaging boys. Like, boys can fire underwater, but yeah. I don't think you can do much against three boys. Maybe if you have good micro and go up and down before they die. But here you just lose two archers without any, anything done. And you lose another archer. Be careful with your archers. So yeah, in this position, like this is kind of interesting. This stinger is gonna get built now, like. And it's gonna destroy all your pickets there. At this point you need to move your commander back, you can't like stay in the range of the stinger, and you do so. Yeah. And the archer is trying to follow the boys, but yeah. It's not gonna do much, maybe it can dodge quite a bit. But once it gets hit, it's too slow to actually do anything, and even dodge anymore. You're going for Gauss turrets, that's kind of, I don't know, it's like it has less range than a stinger, so potentially the enemy could just build. Oh, you don't finish it? Oh well. Yeah, the enemy is coming in with too many boys. Although you have some units here, so finishing the Gauss turret would probably have been nice. Yeah, but here's the thing, since he has a stinger here, it's hard to engage these boys in an effective way. Yeah, and like, if the enemy builds so many boys, you can just ignore them. Like ducks, hard counter them in the water. If the boys are ever going into this deep water here, you can just go under them with some ducks. Oh, and the commander is gonna take quite a bit of damage, but yeah, he escapes in time. Yeah, the water is like keeping track of how deep the water is important in this map. Like, yeah, E80, you want to be under like 70 or 60, and oh no, don't run into this high ground. That's risky. That's really risky. Yeah, and you go back to the deep water again. Yeah, and boys also a good health region in the water. So let's see how they handle it. Plus 60 health region, really? Wow, that's such a lot. Wow. Yeah, that really means you have to. Wow, plus 60 health region in the water. You really need to focus down the boys. Damn, that's a lot. Focus firing is really important in water then. Like, I haven't played too much water. It's changed so much since I played it last. And this map hasn't really been in the map pool. Yeah. So you're sticking with Archer, you probably want to put them on fight command always, like basically always you want to put them on fight command, I think. Like at this attack move, always put them on attack move. I would argue so. Oh, this is good precision. If you had gone in here, you could get a lot of potential kills. But you're gonna go straight for the factory and run into the reinforcements. Yeah. And this is a lot of archers. This could threaten the commander, really. Yeah. So yeah, at this point you're a bit behind an expansion. Like you should re-expand. Like you're letting the enemy grab both these islands without fight. Like just having a single duck here would have like annoyed him, so we would have forced him to build, like, he built defenses now, but he has no defense here, for example. So it's something, just having a few ducks just running around patrolling enemy mexes and stuff like that is annoying. Yeah. And this looks to be a pretty secured position, like you don't want to go up with archers against this, I think. So yeah. Yeah, this area should basically be a dead zone for boys against especially ducks. Yeah. Yeah, it seems kind of interesting how you could use different zones, like boys seem decent, especially in this area, where they both heal and can hit enemies. Stingers though, I wouldn't really recommend them against boys, especially not in water. The boys can just go underwater into the range of the stinger and just pop up and start shooting the stinger and slow it directly. And they also have really good health regen, so yeah, they could just pop down in the water again and regen. So yeah. You need to retake these mexes, like why haven't you rebuilt these mexes? Yeah. So let's see here. Some boys, they're out in deep water, just run in with them with ducks. This should be an easy kill, I think. Oh, and this is a big duck family. And you're also engaging here, I don't think you should engage there. Like, get these ducks, finish them off. I mean, these boys. Yeah, this is a tricky position to attack into. I haven't really seen scallops do, but this is a big army. You could probably break down this army. But it's risky, I guess. Yeah, and when you're engaging down here, yeah, there's a stinger there as soon as the archers surface, and yeah, it's just a bad position for you to be in against boys in this situation with archers. Yeah, so for example, your army, it could have just been raiding here, for example. Would have been pretty worth it, the 90s expansion. Instead, you're gonna go here, and you're gonna just about run out of the water and take some damage. That's not very good. You might get the commander though, so that's decent. Yeah, it's a decent kill, I'd say. Yeah, like boys aren't great against hitting ducks, so yeah. It's a really good trade for you. But you're still behind an expansion, not rebuilding expansion here, that's not good. Yeah, so like, yeah, it was a decent trade there, but you're still like behind in overall value because, yeah, you have been out expanding for a long time now. Something to consider is also limpets. They're pretty good. Like running in a limpets. Well, in this situation, it would be better against you. Like a limpet would damage and slow down ducks. So it's a good unit to use in combination with other units. Yeah, and here we're getting some raiding done. That's pretty nice. Yeah, these ducks should have no problem overrunning these defenses. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty nice of you to deny this expansion. That's a lot of scallops. I haven't really seen scallops fight. You probably would want boys against scallops, but I'm not sure how they... Like, they've been changed so many times. And you're gonna engage in two places at once. Yeah, you're trying to abuse the water here, nice. Attacking from underneath water, where the boys can't hit him. Yeah, you wisely chooses to retreat against this army. And let's see how they do. Like at this point, that's a lot of scallops. what would you do? Like boys in the middle here would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. But yeah, what? They're jumping up and down? Ah, that's not good. Why are they jumping up and down? They should be skirmishing? Maybe that could be considered bug, I'm not sure. Like, if they're, this is shallow enough, so they shouldn't be, can just walk and fire, and you can just fight move on top of them. But here it looked like they were trying to stay afloat, so they would just bounce up and down and not move. Yeah, so this is a pretty scary situation after you lost those boys. Yeah. At this point, what would you do? It's a little bit late. Like, Urchin has decent array of effects, so they might help a bit. Oh, archers are doing pretty well. What's the range of these things? It's 255 against how much? 278, 270. Yeah, it's about the same. So archers would almost work, kinda, maybe. Especially if they grouped up like this. Yeah, so we check the total value, you're still behind, and the army value. Oh, you're really far behind there, yeah. Let's see how they do now. This is too many. Yeah. And they're not really, they spread out nice in line here, yeah. Yeah, if you had slowed down and had lost boys here, you might have been fine. You would have slowed him down and maybe killed a bit more. So yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky matchup. I haven't really played the new updated amps to like, and the new updated chips to like really know how it plays. So yeah, it's tricky. All right. But yeah, some basic pointers. Yeah, remember to re-expand. Like you never retook these mixes, I think. Yeah, or maybe in the end there you did. But yeah, you had them uncapped for way too long, and you were falling behind in economy. So yeah, map awareness and like trying to use the depth that for the different units. That's really complicated stuff. Yeah, like yeah, it's an interesting matchup nevertheless. Anyway, good luck and have fun.